Hi everybody. So the other day I saw a plane stop in midair and it was kind of freaky. I didn't get real good footage, but here it is. There's a plane. It's just stopped. So here it is slowed down. Unfortunately, the car started moving forward. As you can see, the plane was facing the opposite direction than I was going. But I must have watched it for a good, I don't know, it seemed like forever, but it's probably in real time, like 2 minutes, that I was we were stopped in the car and this plane was stopped in the air. It may have even been going backwards. It was really surreal. My brain tried to trick me and argued with me. No, it's going forwards. It's really surreal thing to witness. So anyway, I looked to see if I could find some more plane videos stopped in the air. I'll leave links to all these in the description. But this one is from the YouTube channel Disclosure Radio. This guy kind of goes off. It's funny.
Look at this plane, guys. Look what I'm showing you guys. Look at this plane park itself in the sky. Look what I'm showing you guys. Unbelievable. Look what I'm showing you guys. For real. Look at this plane. Seriously. Look at what I'm showing you. Anti-gravity in the daytime, guys. Look, this video is not edited. This is just me showing you the New World Order. The time is now.
Yeah, that's right. So this is ATS Deck, and this guy actually has a lot of videos that he's done himself of these hovering planes, this phenomenon, and also he has links to a whole bunch more. This, as you can see, that's just spooky, man. What is that? A time shift that we're witnessing? I mean, like, I don't see any trees blowing from excessive wind. I mean, there could be more wind up there, but here's another one by the same guy, ATS Deck. You should really check out his channel. He's got some cool stuff. So this one has some glitches, it kind of anomalous smearing of the footage, and sure, that could be the camera, the cell phone, whatever, the rendering, but also, would we know what it would look like to render a video that is going through time shift? I mean, I wouldn't. Anyway, here's one, Ignimatic Pro uploaded, and like me, they were pretty much in shock. Like, that's a plane, and
it's not moving. It's not moving. Nope.
It's not moving.
Not
I mean,
at all.
It's a really surreal experience. I want you guys to look up at the skies and see what you see. Look twice, look thrice. Let's start talking about this, because this is not okay phenomenon. This is not just regular explained away by perspective. There are way too many of these videos. I vote that we pool all of our experience together and we talk about these things. For realsies, you guys. Let's talk about it. So, like, let me know in the comments. All right, let's move on. And I've noticed in the comments of a lot of these videos that the people have actually experienced this. And if you do experience it, it is the most surreal thing. Your mind tries to correct, because your mind wants the plane to move forward. And when it doesn't, your mind is like, yes, it is. I mean, it argues with you. So it's like this paradox happens. And this one's pretty weird because it kind of like jittery, like right there. That's freaky. And does the wing look kind of pointy to you? And I don't know, just anomalous. And these types of videos are a little bit hard to find just because they're titled things. Just people have a different interpretation of it. Like, people use the word standstill, they use the word hovering, they use the word stop. But from the reading I did, I think the technical term would be stall. Whoa, did you see it move backwards? But yeah, so stall isn't exactly the term. I think this needs a new term. I think this is a new phenomenon.
Está quieta. Está quieta. Mírenla, miren esa avioneta. Yo no sé, Irene.
Está planeando.
Hey, sir, take the airplane. Mírela, mírela.
Se está dejando llevar por el aire.
Pero miremos bien eso. Miremos esa vaina, el viento.
¿Está filmándolo?
Claro. Totalmente quieta.
Increíble, no se mueve.
Parece un helicóptero. ¿Entiende un helicóptero?
Ay, sí, ¿qué tal que
No, ¿qué tal? ¿Qué tal de que se vaya en pica?
Son muy cerca, una sorpresa.
Mire, mire. Óigalo. ¿Qué era eso?
Arrancó, ¿viste?
una belleza?
Qué más chévere esa vaina, man.
That plane is not freaking moving. Unbelievable. Unbelievable how people think that this plane is moving. It's just my point of view. Bullshit. That plane is not moving. Wow. It's a great one. It's only about 60 feet up off the ground. Gotta be a hologram. Gotta be.
Yeah, so some people have theorized that these are holograms, that they're UFOs possibly, that are morphing and disguising themselves as planes. There's anomalous clouds a lot of times. It's just very, very strange. And that's why we need to talk about it, I think.
Oh, I see 1, 2. Where's the third one? 1, 2.
I've noticed a lot of times in these videos there are anomalous clouds in the air, and they look like funnels sometimes, or circular things, vortices. It's very strange, but there are some at the very end of this video at the top here. I just wanted to point that out. Not sure if it's related at all, just notable. This gentleman here, Aviator Pilot 21, is a YouTuber who is a flight instructor, and he's actually with a student on this flight who is piloting. And this alarm that sounds and continues to sound throughout the video, although I turned it off because of the annoyance factor, is actually a warning of a possible stall. And so that is kind of complicated to explain why that happens, because a lot of different aircraft have different sensors for it, but essentially a stall is the possibility of going into a spin because of air resistance. In one of the comments on this video, he says that while the airplane is flying forward at 50 knots, the air mass is moving against them at 50 knots, so their ground speed is 0 knots. That's the speed relative that they are to the ground. And this is a state of sort of stall. And that makes sense and works for physics and all that, but the thing is, the time, it shouldn't be 2 minutes, it shouldn't be 5 minutes, it certainly shouldn't be 13 minutes, which is what, in a little bit, I'm going to show you footage of a plane from the inside that's stopped for 13 minutes over some ice mountains, and it's just very obviously stopped. But all of these, the factor that seems to be off about all these complex calculations is time. And I say that because we feel like time is a variable that we can figure out. Like, as in, it's a variable, it changes as seconds are going on right now, but that it's a fixed or constant rate at which time is functioning. And I'm not sure we can count on that being the case from this evidence.
Look. Yeah, but it's not moving. How is a plane doing it? How is a plane sitting there? You know what I'm saying? How can a plane do that? Is there like 2 balls in there? It's like just chilling up there. It's not even moving. It's not even moving. It's just chilling. What the fuck? That is absurd.
It's not moving.
It's not moving.
No, it's landing gears down.
That is bull. It's like it's stuck to time or something. I knew I fucking saw something weird. What?
Yes, and there's a plane up there. That plane is hovering! That plane is hovering! What? What? No, that's impossible! It's impossible to have a plane! That's impossible!
So here's the one I was telling you about. On January 22nd, 2009, U.S. Airways Flight 307 departed from Frankfurt, Germany, en route for Charlotte, North Carolina. While passing over Greenland, passengers and crew witnessed a strange anomaly occurring outside the aircraft. So exactly 2:26, Airways Flight 307, while in mid-air, stopped at complete inertia, suspended from gravity for a total of 13 minutes before resuming course. U.S. Airways would not comment on the incident, which has remained unexplained. What follows is the only video of the phenomenon recorded from a digital camera from on board the aircraft. It must have been pretty terrifying. You can see their hands shaking. I noticed in this one that there are some sound cuts. Just that you can hear the microphone picking up and then it just doesn't for a couple little seconds here and there. And I don't know if that was a camera thing, but again, I think we should look at this with a fresh mind and consider all of the little anomalous things in these videos. And those sound cuts could be indicative of, I don't know, malfunctioning electrical equipment usually indicates a change in something. Electricity, for one, current, frequency, there can be disruptions. So I think we should keep all those things in mind when we look at this stuff. Since we don't understand these phenomenon, we need to really look at the evidence and do evidence-based problem solving. So everything's in question. And it can be very challenging to separate what we have been taught that we need to put aside for now to figure out what's going on. Because as you can see, when you look at these mountains here in the snow, you want them to be moving. I mean, your mind tries to correct what it knows to be true. So we have to really separate. And what it's about is really observing with new eyes. And it's hard, but it gets easier the more you do it. So anytime you find yourself being like, that just was a noise that always makes, think twice. What was that I heard? What was that I saw? What time of day was it? Things like that. And please, if you see a plane in the air, film it. Everybody. So I downloaded this app, and this is a regular plane that's how it's supposed to work. And just as I was about to turn it off, I found this one that was stopped. And it was stopped for a while. But if you look on the left, the numbers, see it says 455 knots. That's about to change. Like, the numbers change slightly. But, so the program's still active and it's going, and then the plane disappears. So I watched some other planes, and then I was like, okay, well, the other planes are boring. I'm gonna go find that one plane. And it was not boring. It jumps all over the place. And I noticed it jumped If you look at the numbers on the side, it double or triple numbers a lot, I noticed. And yeah, that kind of creeped me out because I'm also doing a video about Keck, aka Pepe.
Frigging moving. Look at that. Wow. That is the craziest one I've ever seen, and I've seen hundreds. Wow. So blatant. So blatant. Look at that shit. What the fuck? Look at that. Wow. That is the craziest one I've ever seen, and I've seen hundreds. Wow. So blatant. So blatant. Look at that shit. What the fuck? Wow.
So a while back, totally unrelated, I had taken this picture, well, a series of 4 pictures of these clouds, mostly because of the weird diagonal one there with the little triangle in the middle. After I looked at the pictures, I noticed these little anomalous dots, like UFO type of things, and also just kind of orbs and funnels, little funnel things. It looked dirty, like almost like it was picking up dirt or something and funneling it around. It was just very bizarre. And see these specks in the sky, they're like just a bunch of dots and very strange stuff. It's like the sky is dirty with it. It sort of whips all around. And that anomalous cloud and this little funnel cloud over here, it was just really weird. But after looking at that stuff, I started noticing it in the videos, that there are these little funnel things that happen around the planes that are stopped in, I don't know, some kind of little tiny funnels, and they move all around from the plane. I found them in just about every single video, and some of them are far from the plane, some of them are near, but they dance all around. They really they go all around. But I feel like this is showing us the air currents, and I feel like this is a big clue to this strange airplane phenomenon. And here are some clouds at the very top that are doing some funnel activity. So that's interesting too. Also at CERN, right around the time they just had announced and started the Awake experiment, there was this thing that happened with the funnel cloud deal, and a little tiny, I don't know, white anomalous UFO essentially went into this spiral that appeared over the skies over CERN. And this has apparently happened more than just the once, but there were some tourists there that got this video, it is said. And yeah, that's about all I got, guys. I guess I should wrap it up. Here's some more little I'm just gonna leave that in here. Anomalous funnel clouds. But thanks for watching. You guys are the best. Oh yeah, the sun. There are times when the sun super shines down or shines through the clouds in eerie ways. Yeah, I just put kind of a bunch of random pictures here at the end. But anyway, guys, please, yeah, take out your cameras and take pictures, take video if you can, because our world is looking weird. But thank you for watching, and I love you guys. Much love to everybody. You guys are so supportive. It really helps me. Oh yeah, I wanted to leave you with this. So this gentleman gets stuck in the train and everyone comes and helps. Oh, let's watch it again. This is how we should all be acting. Oh no, everybody, we need everybody. Lift the train. So leave me some comments, let me know what you think. Surely this can't be serious, but yet it is. I'm gonna let the baby dance us out, maybe even throw in my favorite Darth Vader dancing clip. Have a great day, guys. Much love to everybody.